This is Pokling 888 Telemetrading Daily Market Research and Data Analysis. Here are the top 10 most active companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange in terms of volume. Mega World traded 89.19 million at a price of 3 pesos and 33 cents per share, followed by the Metro Pacific Investment with 13.92 million at a price of 4.01 per share. Next, the Apex Mining with 13.88 million at a price of 1.45, followed by the Metropolitan Bank with 11.13 million and closed at a price of 57 pesos per share. Next, the Philex Mining with 11.84 million at a price of 5.44 per share. Then the RL Commercial with 11 million at a price of 7.6 per share. Also, the Nickel Asia closed at a price of 5.36 per share and traded 10.27 million. Then the Ayala Land Logistics traded 7.99 million at a price of 6 pesos and 41 cents. Followed by the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija traded 259.74 million at a price of 1.25. Then the AC Energy Philippines traded 8.55 million at a price of 11 pesos and 18 cents per share. Lastly, the Pure Gold Price Club traded 1.70 million at a price of 39 pesos and 05 cents per share. And here are the notable gainers, led by the Grand Plaza Hotel with 34.30%, followed by the ATN Holdings B with 26.83%, then the Oriental Petrol B with total gains of 20%, also the Asia Best Group with 11.62%, followed by the Lepanto Consolidated B with notable gains of 9.23%, then the Philippines Business Bank with 8.86%, also the Harbor Star Shipping with gains of 8.43%, also the SOC Resources with 8.20%, followed by the Anchorland with 8.04%, and the Centro Escolar with notable gains of 7.55%. And here are the top losers, led by the Concrete Aggregates with 12.23% losses, then the Mabuhay Vinyl with 11.83%, followed by the iPeople with 7.42%. Next, the Top Frontier Investment with 4.91%, followed by the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija with 4.58% losses, then the Pacifica with 4.02%, also the Euromed Laboratories with 3.45% losses, followed by the City and Land Development with 3.41%. Next, the Farinux Holdings with losses of 3.31%. And lastly, the Shakey's Pizza Asia lost 3.27%. And this is the latest on Forex. For US dollar, the dollar index inched up above 96.2 on Wednesday, while the Chinese yuan was flat around 6.37 per US dollar. And the Australian dollar slipped back below 0.725. Then the Japanese yen hovered close to 115 per US dollar on Wednesday, and the New Zealand dollar dipped below 0.68 US dollar on Wednesday. And these are the updates on commodities. For gold price, the gold eased for the second session to around 1,800 US dollars per troy ounce on Wednesday, while the crude oil futures steadied around 76 US dollars a barrel, while the Brent crude futures traded around 79 US dollars per barrel, and the natural gas futures rose past 4.1 US dollars per million British thermal units. And these are the latest on stock market. In US stock futures rose on Wednesday following a mixed session as markets took a breather from a sharp recovery rally. Dow Jones futures edged up 0.1%, while S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 futures gained 0.2% and 0.3% respectively. In regular trading on Tuesday, the Dow rose 0.26% for its fifth straight day of gains. The S&P 500 fell 0.1% and the Nasdaq Composite shed 0.56%, led by losses in the technology, communication services, and healthcare sectors. Notable decliners include NVIDIA with 2.01%, Adobe with 1.44%, Roblox with 5.97%, Google with 1.09%, and Moderna with 2.2% losses. While in New Zealand, the NZX 50 index jumped more than 1% before paring back some gains to close 0.4% higher at 12,940 on Wednesday. The biggest index gainers were Heartland Group with 4.7%, EBOS with 3.54%, Argosy Property with 2.91%, Sinlate Milk with 2.37%, and Fletcher Building with 2.24%. New Zealand markets also came back from an extended holiday weekend. In United Kingdom, the FTSE 100 rose to a fresh 21-month high on Wednesday as trading activity returned to the London Stock Exchange after being closed for holidays since Friday afternoon. While in China, the Shanghai Composite fell 0.91% to close at 3,597, and the Shenzhen Component declined 1.24% to 14,654 on Wednesday. Consumer-related, utilities, and technology stocks dragged the market down, with notable declines from Pichao, Mutai 4.54%, Wuliangye Yibin with 5% losses, Luzhou Lao with 6.83%, East Money with 3.58% losses, and China Three Gorges with 2.95%. In France, the CAC 40 index rose 0.2% to a fresh record of 7,201.65 on Wednesday. On the corporate front, Teleperformance led gains to rise 2.5% after the firm announced the acquisition of Centure, specializing in the outsourced management of business processes. In Italy, the FTSE MIB was 0.3% lower to trade around the 27,400 level. On the corporate front, industry and tech stocks led the losses, as seen in CNH Industrial 1.1% losses and Nexi with 0.8%. In Japan, the Nikkei 225 index fell 0.56% to close at 28,907, while the broader topics index shed 0.3% to 1,999 on Wednesday. In Japan, internal components of the market were mixed, with sharp losses from various sectors including Renova Incorporated 35.5%, Japan Tobacco 2.73%, McDonald's with 4.54% losses, Cairns with 2.36%, and Kohoku Coffee with 6.45%, while gains were seen from SoftBank with 1.86%, Mitsui OSK with 2.27%, Frontier with 5.5%, Asia Quest with 18.64%, and Secure Incorporated with 5.27%. In Europe, Europe's major stock indices were mixed on Wednesday, with trading volumes remaining thin towards the end of the year, as the Santa Claus rally showed signs of faltering after 5 consecutive sessions. Germany's DAX traded flat to lower, while France's CAC 40 reached a new record high, and the UK's FTSE climbed to a fresh 21-month high. And here are the latest on bonds. In United Kingdom, the yield on UK 10-year government bond rose towards 1% at the end of December, touching its highest level since November 27. While in Australia, the yield on Australian 10-year government bonds fell to 1.55%. Then in Germany, it increased to a 4-week high of 0.22%. And in France, it increased to a 5-week high of 0.155%. And this is Emmy from Philippines reporting.